Can you imagine, like, growing up in the hood full of successful entrepreneurs?
Right.
The chances of that young man becoming a successful entrepreneur is much greater.
Right.
You know,
right.
You gotta take yourself from the negative and find yourself something positive. There's
right.
nothing wrong with reaching out to somebody that's successful and just holding their hand.
Right.
You know, there's a lot of men out here like myself. You know, I mentor a lot of young men.
I was gonna say that. Go ahead.
I mentor a lot of young men. I don't go on social media and boast and brag about it because it ain't none of your business. You know what I'm saying? You want to watch me?
Right.
I'm gonna give you a show.
Right.
You know,
right.
I'm gonna give you something to really be inspired by.
Right.
You know, I got young men who want to become photographers.
Yeah.
Here, hold my hand. I got young men who want to get into custom apparel. Here, hold my hand. Now with my new venture with the customizing the shoes, you know,
that's hard.
I got some young 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds who using their daddy to contact me because they want to learn how to do it. I'm gonna teach you. No, I ain't about to charge you neither because the game's free. It's what you gonna do with it. You know, let's eat. Young man, if I can help that young man survive those streets and become something not just successful but something better than me, I did my job on earth.
Man, imagine that kid just because you just made time. Like, he got his own dad, mom, family, whatever, but seeing what you was doing, took what your family, because you got your family too, like you say, like, I got kids, I got a wife and all this stuff, and you giving that time to someone, like you say, man, because you see it in them. Like I say, it's free. But that kid, girl or boy, turning that into an LLC instead of turning it into a case.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And now all of a sudden, they got a bank account. And now they learning how to control money. Right. And then now next you know, they 21 years old, and they talking to you at 21 years old. Talking about, Fletch, look what I did off of what you done taught me from, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And now they got a studio or whatever. Like you say, you teaching them, man. That's transferable knowledge that can teach a person how to start a business. Yeah. You know, and from one hustler to a hustler like that, a lot of people ain't doing that.
Right, they're not.
I'll be honest with you. Like, I talked to some cats, like, they're kind of like, they'll rush it. I asked for advice for cats on a few things, and they're just kind of like, man, give you like the rushed version of help. When I talked with you, like I said, off camera, I said, man, like, one thing that made me is like, man, I gotta have him on here because I know one thing for sure: if anybody's about to sit in front of this camera and give the people what I think they need, not what they want. Because when you told me what you told me, it was not what I was. I didn't want to hear. I mean, I wanted you to say something else. You told me what I needed to hear, and like I say, I talk a lot. And this was I started a podcast, and I ain't had nothing to say. And I was like, man, I'm just gonna take his advice. Yeah. And I did, and I was successful after that. And like I said, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing right now without it. It's a lot of stuff that people bought from me that they don't know. Like, that color wave came from a conversation me having him, and I started putting stuff together myself with the blood, sweat, hard work. But for you to do that, and like you said, man, you ain't even advertising it.
It's not worth it.
You know,
it's not worth it. You're not put on earth for self accolades. Right. I think the word accolades and things of that nature, that's man made. We're put on earth, to till the land. Right. A lot of people don't know what till the land means. When they think of tilling the land, they think of building a garden. All right, well, let's take that analogy. When you're properly tilling the land for the garden, the produce is amazing. It's amazing. But if you half-ass it, only some of your corn gonna grow. Only some of your greens gonna grow. But if you're properly tilling the land, then all of it's going to grow. And not only all of it's going to grow, but it's going to be enough. And if you know anything about nature, nature has this way of reproducing on its own.
Come on, man.
So the more and more you tend to something, after a while, you don't even really have to tend to it no more because it's tending to itself. Man. That's life. We in life, we so busy with cliches. You know, we so busy worried about what somebody think about us, what we got on. You know, people look at me crazy.
Right.
What is Platinum Dream? What's Platinum Dream?
Right.
This me.
Right.
You know, I'm me. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm me. While you making somebody else look good,
come on,
I'm making myself look good. I'm proud of myself.
Come on.
You know, you said it just before. You know, you got the rush version.
Right.
Life can't be rushed.
Right.
There's nothing rushed about life.
Right.
You have to take your time.
Right.
It takes time to mold who you are. So you gotta take your time with that next individual that you're working with, because you know they're young and they're fresh.
Right.
You know, that's just the gist of it. Take your time.
Man, and as I said earlier, I was trying to get that fast money, did a lot of slow time.
Rushing got you slow time.
Rushing.
It's hard. Listen, I'm not about to sit here and lie and sugarcoat shit to people.
Okay.
At the end of the day, yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard when you watching your mama work 3 or 4 jobs to make sure you got, or you watching your mama sit there and just smoke crack and try to hide it from you with her eyes bigger than them, a deer in headlights. And when you watching your sister got shoes on her feet because you know your parents can't buy new shoes, but you got duct tape on them, or you living in a house where you ain't got no gas, no lights, no water. You got to shit in a bag, or you got to. This is my story. You got to go take a wagon with 2 5-gallon buckets and go to neighbors' houses to their water hoses and fill them up just to make sure that your family got. Man, it's different, man. It's hard. Yeah, you want to go to that fast money, but at the end of the day, man, tomorrow, it's tomorrow. You got to put yourself in position to just make it better for tomorrow.
What you just said, I got no choice but to go into what you got going on, man, for to help people understand what you mean about that tomorrow dream, right? Platinum dreams, right? It's if you're living in like I said, we cuss on here, I don't care. If you're living in the shit today, right, and we looking at you now, okay, and you got stuff going on for the future that people need to jump on, right? But they're looking at, okay, man, it's hard. Nah, I hear you, Fletch. And tomorrow's cool, but right now, while I'm watching this, I'm on my phone, about to go and get the water from the neighbor's crib and all that stuff. Man, how do I hold on? Can they reach out to you right now?
Definitely.
And be like, yo, man, how did you do it? Like, I mean, like, how was you, like, cause a kid, you may be, or maybe a grown dude. I mean, it's with kids, you may be 30, 40. Like, I get game from you, and I'm 37. I get game from you. Like, so you had to reach out to you, be like, yo, man, like, it's.
You gotta find something that you cherish.
Okay.
That you truly cherish, whether it's yourself or sibling. Okay. For me, you know, I'm the oldest.
Okay.
And then the youngest is my little brother.
Okay.
So I got a bunch of sisters in between it.
Okay.
You know, they irritated the hell out of me.
Right.
So I used to always pray like, man, I need a brother, man. If you give me a brother, I'd do anything to protect my brother.
Right.
And I live by that.
Right.
So why did I keep going out there getting that water? Well, little brother, he was on milk.
Right.
You know, he needed water.
Right.
To mix with his milk so that he can eat. You know?
Straight up.
Wick was making sure that he got that, but Wick didn't get water. You know what I'm saying? Wick didn't do that. You know. So
stay on the food stamps and all that shit.
You kind of gotta put yourself in a position to find something that you truly can't afford to lose.
Right.
I couldn't afford to lose my siblings.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, when mama was off into the streets and daddy was off into the streets, all we had was us. What I would say to the young people out here, you know, to the man who's turning on his neighbor's water right now to supply his family with water, remember that weeping only endures for a night, but joy is coming in the morning.
Straight up.
What that means is, you know, what you're going through right now is just a season. Seasons change.
Absolutely.
There's no place on earth where the season is the same all year.
Right.
You know, storms come, storms go.
Right.
Hold on.
Right.
Find shelter. And trust me when I tell you this, your hard work gonna pay off. Mm-hmm. Your hard work, whether you out here getting that money, or your hard work is you on your knees praying,
right? Or
your hard work is you sitting in your mind doing a self-evaluation. Right. That's hard work too.
Absolutely.
You know, but just stay at it, stay the course, because eventually it's gonna shift. You know, no one knows.
Nobody know
where the road gonna go.
Nobody know. Nobody know.
But if you stay the course and you stay in your lane, that's important. Stay in your lane.
Say it.
Don't go nobody else's lane. You gotta stay in your lane.
Say it.
You know, it's gonna pay off.
Right.
You know, some people are created for the struggle.
Right. That's true.
Some not.
That's true.
You know, you may have some people in your circle who you know that they're not created for the struggle, so that's going to drive you even harder to help them get up out of that, because the struggle can break them.
Right.
You know,
straight up. And that's something I learned about. I think I forget what I was watching, but they were saying something as far as someone say about staying in your lane. What I love what you said was some personalities are meant to lead. Some people are meant. Your position is to follow. Mm-hmm. Okay, some positions you may not be the one that's the A type leader. You might be the B type leader. You might be cool being a number 2. I'm trying to remember who said it, but it's like number 2 is okay for some people. Mm-hmm. The number 1 spotlight may be too much for some people, but some people want the number 1 spotlight. Mm-hmm. Okay, so as a person that goes through the journey of life that we don't know. That's why I love the book, The Alchemist. So shout out to Pharrell and them boys kept telling me like, yo, man, I kept listening to talk about the Alchemist book. Is that journey that nobody know. Once you find that passion thing, man, like that sixth sense intuition to tell you like what your thing is. I think a big thing that people don't, I know it myself. The pride before the fall. Mm-hmm. Being afraid to ask for help, as we was talking about. That what you said, I think you said was it Gandhi or something?
No, Nelson Mandela.
Nelson Mandela? Mm-hmm. That you said something about as far as being people be just so afraid to ask.
Yeah. Black men have pride. Mm-hmm. They're afraid to show their true inner self.
Right.
You know, for the lack of looking good to somebody else. They would rather, no, I got it, and F it up,
right,
than to just ask for help,
right,
to fix it,
right.
And that's what's so damaging to the black community. It is too many head niggas in charge.
Yes.
Too many wannabe head niggas in charge. You know, and the most powerful person in the courthouse is not the judge.
Right.
It's the attorneys. Mm-hmm. They the ones making the case.
Right.
And then after the attorneys, it's the jury.
Mm-hmm.
They the ones who have to render the verdict.
Right.
Then the judge gives the sentence.
Right.
But even the judge can only give a sentence that's allowed by the law.
Right.
You know? We need to learn our place.
Right.
A system will only work if everybody is doing their part.
Right.
In the system.
True.
You know, you have a nice physique.
Right.
If we both went to the gym,
right,
you're used to working out.
Right.
Me, I don't work out.
Right.
You know, I'm physically fit on my own. My wife loves it. That's all that matters to me. You know. But when you go to the gym, right, you throw on. Let's just say for the sake of, let's talk your talk. You know, you throw on 240.
Right.
You might do your reps at 240.
Right.
You think I could go over there and do 240?
Wouldn't even ask you to.
No. But there's some cats out here that's going to try to show you up.
Right.
And then they're going to try to lift that 240.
Right.
And it's going to kill them.
Right.
Be smart.
Right.
If you can only do 100, do 100.
Yeah.
If you can only do 40, do 40.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
But you doing 240 is beneficial.
Right.
To it out here. And me doing my 40 is beneficial.
I like that.
To it out here.
I like that. About that's basically staying in your lane.
You stay in your lane.
Yeah.
You know, so many people will see you start a business. Watch this. And instead of supporting your business, they want to do that business.
Right.
They want to become your competition.
Right. Pretty much.
And that's what destroys the black community, because it was the crack that came in, and you on this block, you on this block, and now y'all fighting for that neighbor that's right there dead smack in the middle. Now lives are being taken because everybody want to be in charge.
Right.
You know, it's not worth it.
Wow. How that came back full circle to the crack game.
Because it's always going to be about the crack game. Because it made us, and it made us, and it broke us.
Crabs in the barrel.
We lost so many great soldiers because they're locked up now because of their act in it. But then a lot of us come out of it and we doing great things for, you know, the community because of what we learned during that era.
Man. Imagine all the people are doing all that time. Got all that time and stuff like that. Cause I just think, you know, people that got caught with cocaine, man, in nice, pretty old areas and shit outside of Cleveland and stuff, right? Right? Imagine them, like, they, you know, because you know, as again, they know the judges, they know the lawyers, they know the people and stuff like that. Then our uncles, brothers, families, and sisters and stuff like that, they get caught with that. We ain't got 20,000. We ain't got 200,000, 10% for that bond. Right. We ain't got the house. We don't own the house to put the house up for bond. The bail's bondsman gonna rape us. You know the kid gonna run, so you ain't gonna put your house up. You know, all that type of stuff. And then we get into the part of where I kind of want to skip to because listen, this is a real video, y'all. I'm my last joint. We in the middle of doing this, and this is official. This is raw. This ain't no prescript nothing.
Oh no. No.
This is my man's right here. He came through for me in the middle of the day. We just clapped up in the middle. Listen, this is live. Listen, we real live people. My video footage, I'm learning this stuff on the go. So I don't want this cutting off in the middle of this shit. So we gonna do a part 2 of this just to let y'all know. But what I want to skip to, and I want to say this as far as what we was talking about, something is like we mentioned something about bougie earlier. And a lot of off screen topics that I talk to my homies, I be wanting to talk about on camera, and that was one of them. The word bougie, because just for fun, the giggles, I'll call my mom bougie, right? You go to a house, it's nice. All this is nice. But somebody would say that that's bougie, right? And then like somebody would say some stuff I do bougie. Why is it in within us, in the black people, when a person starts to level up, it seems like we just gotta hate.
Conditioned for it. It goes back to slavery.
Yeah.
It goes back to slavery. You know, you gotta think about it. In slavery, one of the most damaging things that ever happened to a black man was being, I forgot the technical term for it, something buck, something like that, where they take the most manliest man on the compound, and they break him down in front of his woman, in front of his children, in front of the other men to make a statement. You know, they raped him, right? Sodomized him, broke him down. You know, that's hate is a generational curse. It's only something that's going to continue to get worse if we don't learn how to love. A lot of people don't understand it. A lot of people, you hear cats today like, man, I love you, no homo. The fact that you gotta say no homo,
I know ain't that the truth.
That's a problem for me. Dang. You know, that's a problem for me. Just be real, be genuine. You know, everything is just overly done, you know, and
that's another topic right there, man.
People don't get it.
Man.
You know, they just don't get it. But I mean, why do we always do that? Because that's how we're conditioned. Someone has to change the narrative. And I've been saying this for years. I've been saying this since I've been having kids and understanding my kids and putting them in better position. It starts at home.
Say it.
It starts right there at home.
Thank you.
I love my kids. I tell my kids I love them. I teach them about love.
Yes.
And, you know, that translates to, you know, their success.
Yes.
You know, as a black man, you gotta learn to love. If you don't learn to love, you're going that hate that's inside of you. The only way to get over the hate that you built up over the years is to learn how to love, because love is greater than hate. Plain and simple. I got a lot of love folks out here. Hey, listen, there's only one man who I absolutely hated. but there's no need for me to hate him no more because he's dead. Mm-hmm. You know? So there's some people that make me mad, but I don't hate you. Mm-hmm. And I don't hate on folks. Mm-hmm. I want to see everybody eat.
Absolutely.
You know? If that's something that you want to do, then by all means do it.
Right.
You know? But when it falls, just know it wasn't for you to do.
Right.
You know? But that don't mean stay there.
Right.
Get up and find something else.
Right.
Self-evaluation. Find out what your true purpose is in life. Right. But everybody got one.
Right.
You know, that's... the word bougie. You know, let's just talk that for a second.
Okay.
All right? We got a problem in our communities with taking a word because it sounds good.
Because it sounds good.
And giving it its own meaning.
That's true.
Misusing the word. Like, we misuse hate.
Oh, man.
We misuse the word, oh, you a hater because you don't like what this person like.
Right.
That doesn't make you a hater. That makes you an individual with your own opinion. Yeah. Now, the word bougie, man, that is the most degrading word to use on your brother or your sister because, you know, bougie means that you think that you're better. Mm-hmm. You are high and mighty. Right. Well, dummy, don't you know that we were created a peculiar person? Mm-hmm. We were made out of royalty. Mm-hmm. We're supposed to think highly of ourselves. We can't continue to think like we're thugs or like we're criminals or like we gotta dodge 5 to 10. No, we got to think like we belong on a throne. Because we were. And that's not biblical, that's facts. Africa is the richest continent of all the land for a reason. That's why America can't go over there and just tap into it the way they want to. Because there's still some folks that's sitting there like, no, I seen what you did. No, sir, no, that ain't happening over here. Right. You got to earn your keep like everybody else. Right. You know? But we're kings, we're queens. And, you know, we're raising kings and queens.
You got to know your history.
You got to know your history. You got to know that, and you got to know how powerful this is. Man. This right here is worth more than oil. Worth more than diamonds. Come on, man. That's why we got so many problems all over the world, because this right here, this shit is real.
Royalty, man.
Asians been dealing with discrimination for a year. They got a bill passed, but black folks been dealing with it since America been stole, and we still ain't got nothing passed.
That's gonna be a clip. What he just said, y'all, that's gonna be a clip.
This shit real.
And we've been dealing with this for how long?
People, listen, I don't care where you go. They're going to have a problem with this.
Come on, man.
And I was always taught this, that if a man is talking bad about you, then 9 times out of 10, you're doing it right. So I invite him. Come on.
Come on, there we go. Call him bougie, y'all.
Call me bougie. Call me bougie.
You hear me? That means I respect my royalty. I know my true worth. You know, if that's the word for a bougie, for a person wanting better for themselves, setting standards that they know they were supposed to have from birthright. You know, once you get broken down and you start to think that you only worth a piece of crack rock.
You show me a history book right now that says we was designed to live in the hood and struggle.
On welfare.
There's history books that shows how we got there. But there's no history books that say that we were created to do that. But the history books are facts, states. We sat on the throne.
Come on, man.
We had shit.
Come on, man.
We had some stuff.
Come on.
You know, the more and more you open your eyes, the more and more you realize, like, damn, I'm somebody.
Come on.
You know, yeah, you damn right I think like this. Yeah.
What do you think Black Panther movie did numbers that, I mean, for them to do what they did, is talk. I don't know if people really pay attention to Black Panther outside of like just the comic book part of it, but how they talked about, you see how Africa has so much vast resource,
so much
natural resource out of this world that's been around for, we ain't gonna talk about how long because we know where it started. But you don't know that. They're not teaching you that in school.
Because they're told not to teach you that in school. They're following a curriculum.
Okay. Their curriculum says what?
Their curriculum is to teach according to the state standard.
Okay.
And state standard is to teach what they want you to know.
Okay.
And 9 times out of 10, I mean, if you want to be honest, I really ain't saying take this for what you want, but 9 times out of 10, the stuff they teaching you in school ain't relating to the life that you living right now.
Sorry. You
teaching me algebra, trying to explain to me how A plus B can equal Z. That shit ain't putting no money in my account. That ain't. But if you wanna teach me something, teach me a credit.
Come on. I was about to say they don't teach us how to start a bank account.
Teach me that. Teach me about that little plastic thing that college getting ready to give me when I get there, and it says you got this credit limit on here and you can spend this money. Teach me that. I gotta pay that back too.
I don't think they teach us that.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think they're gonna teach you that.
Teach me that there's more than just student loans to get a financial education. Teach me that trade school is actually really worth more than a university.
Don't say it.
We don't talk about that though. We don't talk about that. Everybody want to be what? They want to be a rapper.
Say it.
They want to be a doctor.
Say it.
They want to be a lawyer.
Come on now.
But nobody wants to be what's needed to keep this cycle going. Imagine if we raise our sons to want to actually be police officers. Oh, what a cycle that can be broken. Wow. Damn. Ooh. Imagine if we raise our sons and daughters to be educators, not just public school system educators, but I'm talking educators to a point where you're changing curriculum. Woo. What a cycle that can be broken.
Come on, man.
We That's another.
Come on.
That's another episode.
That's another episode. Trust me, that episode is gonna be. This is just an introduction episode to like I said, this is the people that I'm around, and I'm blessed, so blessed to be around. Like I say, we. Again, before I even started this, I just want to say this because this is raw. He told me about the GoPro, and again, I always learn from this man because I was second guessing it. The pride before the fall again. But if I didn't have the humility to be like, let me take for what he says for some type of, let me look into it. Because during the video, it cut off.
Yeah. See? Power. It's this.
You're right. You know what I'm saying? So my man's turned me on to the GoPro game, right? But this is what you get when you ask. This is what you get when you put yourself around people that ain't afraid to share knowledge, but they may be considered a certain type of person or too standoff-oriented, whatever. Y'all may take certain people that think is so successful, this, that, and they ain't got time to help people and reach out to ones like they ain't come from there. Like I said, this ain't how it started. I don't know if y'all rewound the video or not, but this ain't where you at is not how it started. No. And where you at right now ain't talking about how you finish. It ain't how you start, it's how you finish.
I'm definitely not done. I got goals. That's one thing that, we got to learn how to have too. And that's something that you'll pick up during the self-evaluation is goals. We all start off doing this whole goal thing wrong.
Yes, I think I did.
We got the big goal.
Yes.
So you put everything in the basket to get to that big goal instead of just setting them small goals to get to that bigger goal. I have 5 children. My goal is to plant a business for each one of my children. Because I told you before, like, tomorrow's not promised. So therefore, when I die, I want them to have something more than, some insurance money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because insurance money is gone.
Right.
We gotta have it's this thing called residual income.
Come on now.
That is what helps life so much easier.
School's in session.
When you have residual income. I can't stress that enough. Whether you're a married couple or your longtime boyfriend, girlfriend living with each other, or you're a single mom or you're a single dad, residual income makes everything so much easier to deal with. What's residual income?
Here we go.
Residual income is something that's guaranteed under no circumstances. It's guaranteed. If you are a casino owner, that's residual income because everybody's coming into your business to spend money. No matter what, you're going to have money coming into your account 24/7.
Absolutely.
Start businesses that's going to generate enough money where you can have residual income. Laundromats, restaurants, because everybody got to eat. I want to start an entrepreneurial school.
Preach.
That's going to bring in residual income because that's going to bring in grant money that's going to continue to bless the community.
What you say?
That grant money. They don't know about that. I ain't talking about that PPP stuff. I'm talking about the real stuff.
Come on, man.
The stuff that the government is like, all right, we partners.
This when you working with the government.
You know what I'm saying? We partners now. Like, wait a minute, I like what you doing. I see the vision. We are going to do this, you know? Yeah, I'm going to allow you to say we, but we all know it's me.
Come on now.
You know, but yeah, it's residual income. You know, if my children see me working hard to plant these businesses for them, what do you think they're going to do?
Come on now.
Eventually, they're going to be like, you know what? Dad showed us that we need to do this. Mom and Dad, because I'm a married man, Mom and Dad showed us we need to do this. And they're going to be doing it for their children. Next thing you know, I'm up in heaven one day smiling down looking at my descendants because they got it right.
From generation to generation to generation.
My horror story that I share to my kids would no longer hold weight.
Come on, man.
Because they writing their own stories now based off my horror story. We can change.
We can change.
We can change it around.
Come on now.
You know? We can change that around. Your horror story having to do that 11 can be changed in the next generations. You know? So, but it's all about what you bring to the table. You know? And for me, me and my wife, we talk about it all the time. What's the next move? You know, I can't really tell y'all what the direct next move is, but
I love that conversation.
The next move is it's bigger than the last.
Come on, man.
If you're not better in yourself, why are you living?
You ain't challenging yourself, man. Come on, man.
Well, if your next move ain't better than your last, if your last move wowed them, shit, you need to be looking for your next move to floor them.
Come on, man. Come on.
I want people who think I'm bougie. I want people who think I'm a hater. I want them to, when they see my next move, I want it to choke them for a minute. Not enough to kill them, but enough to pause them and bring them to reality.
Come on now.
You ever been choked before?
Come on now. It gets all your attention.
Yeah, it gets every last bit of your attention. Because now you're trying to figure out a way, how the hell did I get myself in it?
Yeah, man.
And how the hell did I get myself out of it? You could be getting choked for 10 seconds, but it seemed like 10 years.
Come on now.
I wanted to choke them.
Come on.
Till they get a knot in their throat to the point where they either going to jump on this brand.
Come on now.
Or they're going to go ahead and leave me alone. Let the next set of haters come in and learn.
Yeah, come on now.
I'm class in session. I'm teaching haters.
Come on. What is this?
Teaching haters. That's what I want. That's what my moves is all about.
That's a new shirt.
That's a
new shirt.
Oh, don't worry, because when I go home tonight, bro, I'm already doing #FreeUs. When you said it, I felt it in my bone. It jolted. I'm like, oh, man. Yeah, I'm going to get you one done, too.
Man, I appreciate it, man.
I got to do that. That just...
Oh, man.
That jolted through my spine.
Man, that's just how I feel, man. That's just how I really live. Like, that's how I feel like this. I think this podcast going to do. Like I said, I don't know if... I don't know if it's... I ain't looking to do 1 million views. I ain't looking to break records. I ain't listen to do none of that.
Hey, listen. This modest Kev talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, listen. I'm gonna look y'all directly in your eyes. I'm expecting this boy to do 500 million. You hear me? Because we talking real. In our communities, we don't have people who willing to sit down and tell you real, because the time that they using to tell you real is time that they losing money.
Right.
And if folks don't know how to manage losing a couple dollars for an hour or two.
Right.
You know, but if me taking time for an hour or two to sit down, talk, and give free game, it can turn into millions of dollars by the end of a quarter.
Come on.
I'm down for it.
I'm
down for it.
And I don't think people understand that. I guess I don't want to say what lead too much of like off camera stuff, man. But what you said was something that I learned as far as just having that, to be able to, you should get that mentor. If you got to pay your mentor for an hour of his time, 10 minutes of his time, if it might be a mentor, you might just see somebody that we see him driving around in a car. You might pull to the gas station in a certain car. Ask him. I mean, I take you out to lunch, Burger King, whatever, $5, $10, $20, like just to pick your brain for a couple of minutes. That 10, 20 minutes, that hour conversation later on down your life could end up being, like you said, $1 million a year, a quarter later. Like, who knows what this video can do? Like I say, somebody maybe watch this. Maybe we may get a sponsor off of this.
You never know.
Who knows?
You never know
what may happen.
Let me share something with y'all real quick.
Go ahead.
But on the topic that you're talking about.
Go ahead.
2002, I was at the University of Toledo. That's where I went to school at, and I was in my rapper phase. You know,
okay.
I had this entrepreneurial stage go way back. Okay, I had my own record label called Wizard Smoke Productions.
There we go.
Right there, Wizard Smoke Productions.
Yes.
And my goal with Wizard Smoke Productions was to take my homies out the hood, sort of like what Master P was doing. So I had the smarts. I went to school. Okay, I went to school.
There we go.
So while I'm in school, I'm building up my company. I'm signing artists, I'm giving them an opportunity to feel wanted by something and things of that nature.
Right.
Broke as hell, but I'm giving them the opportunity to feel wanted by something. So I'm on the back of the bus one day, me and my wife, and we hear this cat, he rapping. I'm like, man, you rap? He said, yeah. I said, yeah, he spit something. He spit something. I was like, yeah, you know, I'm P1 out there with Smoke Production. You know, yeah, we in class together. I'm starting my record company. I want to sign you. He like, oh, word? I said, yeah, I want to sign you. He was hungry. He wanted it. Follow me. So I signed him to a deal with Wizard Smoke Productions named Scott Mescudi.
Remember that.
Okay. Now, life goes on. We doing our thing. I mean, we rocking shows in the city of Cleveland. We were rocking shows in the University of Toledo. We politic. We meet all kinds of people. And me and Scott, watch this. We go to meet Russell Simmons. Russell Simmons is the special guest at our school. Okay. So we go to sit down and talk with him. And Russell Simmons is a very antisocial individual. I said it. I'm telling you live right here. He's antisocial. He really don't want to deal with nobody. But he shared something that I would never forget. He said, do you guys know how DMX signed with Def Jam? We like, no, how? He said, DMX came to me 5 times. Said, sign me. I'm the next hottest thing. He said, in my head, I'm thinking like, do this dude actually know who I am? Because I know who hot and who not hot. I know he got a buzz out here, but he was rough behind the edges. I wasn't sure if I wanted to invest millions in somebody and then they end up going to jail for their life. So I didn't know if I wanted to put my money there. He said, so I challenged him. He said, you come back to me with $100,000 cash. We can talk. He said, X said, word. He said, y'all know how X is, you know, that's all you need, $100,000, I'll be back. So X left. The next day, X went past the security, he went past the secretary, opened up his door, threw a bag of money on his desk, a paper bag. It was greasy. He thought he threw him a cheesesteak from Philly or something. It was so greasy, he said. He said he opened it up. He dumped the money over. He said, I've been good with money, so I know $100,000 when I see $100,000. He said, I ain't asked this man where he got this money from. All I told this man, are you ready to put in this work? He said, so what? You ain't going to ask where you got this money from? He said, the question never came how you would get the money. The question in my mind was, would you be willing to put in the work to get this money? Or are you going to be like the next individual, want me to just pump money into you? And then you sitting back thinking you about to get rich off me starting you up.
That's true.
He said, so for the fact that he was willing to go out here and hustle and grind and come back to me with this money that I really don't need because I keep $100,000.
Come on now.
He said, I keep that money.
Come on now.
So me and Scott, we looking at each other, we like, damn, that's dope. We come home from school. Scott go through a personal crisis. I send him off. Next thing you know, I get a call. Scott, new name is Kid Cudi. World famous recording artist. It's my homie. We went through the struggle together. I listened to him speak. I listened to his lyrics. And everything that we went through, he's living. It's inspiring. to see that you can help somebody. Even in the midst of your darkness, you can help somebody get somewhere. And he never forgot where he came from. He never forgot me. And I never got to go out here and tell people, yeah, he wouldn't be where he at if it wasn't for me, because that's not how the story goes. We together. You know?
Still rocking and rolling.
Rock it.
When you said that, well, I made me think before because you mentioned somebody that we both got close acquaintance to, that you closer acquaintance to, Mike. Before this goes off, I want to shout it out him, man, because like that it don't shock me that y'all tight, because he's so cool.
Yes.
Listen, man, shout out to my man. Shout out my man Mike Mills on the photography game, man. Because that's as you was telling that story, like, dang, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And like I said, you wouldn't know without having these politicking conversations. You know what I'm saying? Trying to sharpen my iron, like learning stuff. I'm like getting class in session. I'm getting educated right now on stuff like that I didn't even know. But let them know what you got going on, man, in the future. What you got popping right now. You know what they be on the lookout for.
Right now, helping my wife promote her business, Made Woman Cosmetics. She has her own cosmetic line. She actually sat down with a team of individuals to put stuff together. This ain't some of that stuff you just buy from China and slap your label on. No, this is hard work, and it's paying off. If Keisha Kior, Gucci's woman, can do it, come on, so can my beautiful wife.
You better say it. Say it again.
We're working on that, and
let's go.
We're working on honestly. We're working on financial stability. Yeah, we have enough money to live.
Talk that.
But we don't have enough money to survive.
Come on now.
And in order to have money to survive, you gotta have this one thing that the only thing that makes you relevant in this world, and it's called credit.
Come on now.
So we're working on getting that 800, you know, and investing. To get that residual income.
Come on now.
To add more dynamics to what we got going on. I believe that if we, as a married couple, you know, it's when you got two better than one.
Talk to me.
800 plus 800 is 1,600.
Talk to me now.
When both,
come on.
When both hustlers are at the top, at the peak,
come on. It's
nothing that this country can deny you of.
Come on now.
I don't want to be a part of a country club. I don't want to be a part of the little boys club. I don't golf. I don't care about all that. What I care about is my children. You know, FGB, those my initials. You know, I could have named my company anything.
Come on now.
But why give it a name or something that, you know, don't represent me?
Come on, man.
This me.
Come on now. 20, 30, 50, 60 years down the road,
this me. I'm 42.
Come on.
For 42 years we're building my brand.
Yes,
all the hell that I've been through in life was just me building my brand. I just didn't know it. It took time to get to it. You know?
Let's get it.
I'm living, I'm learning every day. I'm doing my self-evaluating. And sometimes too, another thing I want to add on before this go off though, you gotta do a spiritual detox. You ain't got to be all holy roller and, you know, Jesus, the light of my salvation. I love the Lord. Jesus is the Lord to me. But you got to do a spiritual detox, and it's cleansing your soul. The brain is powerful. The heart is powerful.
Come on.
But the soul is everlasting.
Come on.
Your soul ain't cleansed.
Come on.
You can only go as far as your cap allow you to.
Man.
When Biggie said sky's the limit, I believe that, you know, and
this is bigger than money.
I like to think I'm rich. I'm hood rich. You know, I got enough money to make a few people want to kill me. You know, and that's nothing. People kill you over $1, right?
Yep.
So I'm 1,000 there. But I want to be rich in spirit.
Come on.
Because when I'm rich in the spirit, there's nothing that could deny me on this earth.
Come on.
It starts right here. You know, you got to be bigger than the stuff that you're being fed. You know, so much more that I can say on that. But
yes.
You know, if you guys can find me on social media,
yes, definitely do that.
If you wanna, you know, you wanna do some one-on-ones or whatnot, I'm open to do one-on-ones. We can talk, you know, politics or whatever, and I help anybody get to where they need to be. But you need to do a spiritual cleansing. You know,
before you come.
Yeah.
Before you come correct.
Yeah.
Because this is gonna be coming and you ain't together.
Right.
Yeah, I'm bringing that mess.
This is life we talking. Life is real. One day you here, one day you're gone. Man. You know, I buried a lot of family members. And these were family members who I was actually close to. But life is, again, it's real. And if you're not taking it serious, if you're not taking yourself serious, nobody's going to take you serious.
Straight up.
Nobody. Trust me when I tell you that. So that's where I'm at. You got another question?
Man, I'm gonna leave it to the comments. I'm gonna let the viewers go ahead and they chime in. Like I say, this is a pleasure, man. It's like a blessing to have my man Fletcher on here. Like I say, make sure y'all go and check out everything that he got going on right now. Like, this is someone that's in Ohio. Like, we not nowhere else like recording this. We ain't in no other cities, man. I'm putting this OHIO on the map when it comes to this, man, with this knowledge and this beautiful frequency that we got radiating right now, man. And we just ain't here, man. We go all over the place. We travel all over the place. So just don't think we don't be moving, sticking, and moving. You can see, you'll probably catch us anywhere. Don't be surprised if you see Flat somewhere in your city. You know what I'm saying? You see the Platinum Dreams. You see what I'm saying? Don't be surprised. Trust me. You know, we out here, man. So make sure y'all tap in, man. We super solid. We cool people. Positive vibes only. Free us, man. I mean, free your mind, man. Don't box yourself in. I don't care if you just did time or if you went doing time and you got a phone on the yard. You hear me? I don't give a fuck what it is. Like, I don't care. Like you said, if you be cops, raise some black cops that we can take back our communities, man. You got to think smarter. You got to think smart. You got to get people that's in the system. We got to put this together. We got to get lawyers. We got to get prosecutors. We got to get all this together. And it ain't no color thing. Whoever watches this, don't think there ain't no black, white thing, whatever. My girl, white, whatever you want to call it. I think we all mutts because we all been having sex with each other.
Right.
We go back to Africa on this one, but that's another topic. But like I say, man, for me, I just want to let people get to see this man right here. Like I say, I got the privilege and the honor and the blessing to be around this king right here, my man Fletch. Thank you so much for coming on to the Hustlers Handbook. Plus for hard work. Man, this is a lifestyle. Like, this ain't gonna be the last time y'all see us. Y'all make sure y'all stay tapped in. Y'all subscribe, y'all like, y'all share, y'all go follow him. We support each other. Free us. We out. Let's go.